Hey everyone, I'm back. Sorry it's been so long. I am really out of the habit of talking to my phone like this, so bear with me. I have a book review today, and I feel really guilty because I should have gotten this out a couple weeks ago now, and I didn't, and I haven't made my little carousel slideshow review for it either yet. And I don't know. I think I will just for me, but like those do really poorly on here. They get like maybe 35 views or something. I always think they're pretty good, but I guess they're not. Anyway, yeah. So I want to talk today about The Puzzled Heiress by Lyndsay Constable. I love this book so much. This is one of the I keep saying this because I really did go on like sort of a spree of buying indie books when I first got here last year. I can't believe it's only been a year. It feels like it's been like a lifetime. I guess it's been closer to a year and a half now. Anyway, from the back of this, it looks like I bought it the 21st of May last year. So just about a year ago. I got it because I have been a Sherlockian my whole late teen to adult life. I think I first read all of the original Conan Doyle books when I was 14-ish, and then I went on to read like the Nicholas Meyer books on it, like 7% Solution, and then later the Laurie R. King ones. That's like the Mary Russell series. So I love Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes is like, that's like my comfort reading. I feel like I've answered this question before, probably incorrectly, because in the moment I couldn't think of what I was trying to say. But definitely the Sherlock Holmes books are my comfort reads. And I gotta say, this book fits right in with that. I loved this book. I love the main character, Pomona Moriarty. I'm gonna try not to spoil anything. I hope I can cut that so that it makes fluid sense here. Let me just see what's written on the back really quick. Yes, okay. This follows Pomona Moriarty, who is the estranged daughter of Sherlock Holmes' arch nemesis, Professor Moriarty, Professor James Moriarty. It takes place shortly after the Reichenbach Falls, the apparent death of both Holmes and Moriarty in the Reichenbach Falls incident in what is it called? In the Final Problem. Basically, she gets a inheritance from her father. The inheritance itself is sort of a puzzle, and so she's trying to solve the puzzle. But she knows that Moriarty was not somebody who's going to do something from a place of just for fun, of just like, being silly, or just wanting to give her a puzzle to see if she can do it. So she knows that whatever it is probably something she's under a clock, like under a timer for, to stop something bad from happening, to solve the puzzle. So she's on this sort of quest, and she has no real way to prove it the whole time, but she's certain that she must solve these puzzles or something really bad is going to happen. And so she goes through all of these different adventures as she works on the puzzle. It's really like a chain of puzzles. It's just a really fun, great story. I'm really trying hard not to give too much away. If you are familiar with the original Sherlock Holmes series, there will be a lot of like Easter egg kind of stuff for you in there that you will like. There will be characters you recognize, some characters related to characters that you recognize. All of the characters in this book, especially Pomona Moriarty, are so great. They're really well written. I feel like they're written from a place of genuine, like, good humor. The whole book, like, good humor isn't just like, goodness of spirit, but also the book is funny. There's a lot of really funny stuff in here. One thing I want to say specifically about Pomona is that she is her father's daughter. She's like a super genius, analytical brain kind of person. But what I really enjoy is that she isn't like Commander Spock or Admiral Spock or Commander Data, like that sort of machine over man, logic brain only kind of character that's you know, like originally presented as just being very cold, or even Sherlock Holmes himself, you know, it just originally presented as being very cold, and then in more modern iterations, it turns out, oh, actually, this is like a tortured soul underneath this very cold and stoic exterior. But what I really like is that she's fully in touch with her emotions. She's in touch with her desires as a human and her whimsical side. It's really refreshing to see a very logically brilliant character that also is able to have a sense of humor that's not mean, like that, like House, for example, you know. I should have made notes. I'm so sorry. This is everywhere. In the more sort of serious side of things with the book, it does address the sort of feeling that a person gets when they're estranged from their parent. It's a feeling that I know myself. This sort of biological almost desire for approval and connection from this source that you know you're just not going to get it from. I'm not going to go too much into that personally, but it's definitely a driving factor of the character. I think it's important to mention. And yeah, it's just really a really great story. And my favorite thing is, no, I dropped my bookmark, so it's not in here anymore. My favorite thing here is the very end page here before the acknowledgements say that a new Pomona Moriarty mystery is coming. So I cannot wait for that. I am impatient for it, even, I would say. So yeah, thank you so much for writing such a cool book, Lyndsay, and I can't wait to read your other books. Go check out Lyndsay Constable's page. She is here on TikTok. She is on Instagram. She's on Blue Sky. She's everywhere. We're all everywhere at this point. I don't know. I'm not managing it. I don't know how everybody else is. But yeah, go check her out. She has a lot of other books out. She writes in the genre of Pride and Prejudice variations, which is really cool. And she sent me one of her Pride and Prejudice variations that I need to read next. And yeah, please go read this book. It's so much fun. And I will talk to you all later. Bye.